Genius manifest whilst non-genius dreams. Jinky 41. With the shadow of fantasy and the city of emanation, and it's the path of anticipation. My wisdom story. I grew up in an improvised and drought-stricken village. My parents owned a small farm and we were able to provide the villagers eggs, milk and a listening ear. As a young child, I heard countless stories of people living lives of quiet desperation. While most young girls dreamt of marrying and having children, I closed my eyes and imagined myself a priestess of the great temple, laying my hands upon the sick, using my psychic abilities to reunite people with their destinies, and bringing fertility back to the land. But then I opened my dreamy eyes and felt overcome with heaviness. For a year I tried to fill my mind with visions of glorious future in order to keep the pain of the world away. I drove myself relentlessly of my unrealistic fantasies, reading every book I could find on healing modalities and sacred plants. I even sneaked into a forbidden library to learn about ancient ceremonies where initiates entered sacred bridal chambers and left their bodies to return again awake. While my sister became wives and mothers, I became a hyperactive bundle of nerves. I disregarded my body's signs of fatigue and pushed on, until I could barely eat, much less study. I lost my strength, as well as my faith in the impossible and isolated path I'd chosen. To make this worse, my mother fell ill from having cared for me so long. One day, to our family's shock, a priestess from the great temple knocked on our door. She was a magnificent, radiant being, who was told during a meditation to travel to our home on foot. She floated her hand above my mother's chest, and I watched in awe how the spark in my mother's eyes returned. In that moment it dawned on me that in all these years I had spent filling my mind with knowledge, I had never dared to apply it. I was too terrified to try and to fail. A wave of shame came over me as I realized how powerless I was to help my own mother. As if she could hear me think, the priestess pierced into my eyes and soul and said, "Dear child, you cannot do this work with your mind, nor can you do it alone." Then she took my hand and said, "I came for your mother, but I also come for you." That day marked the beginning of my true apprenticeship and life's work. My gift to you. I come when it is time for a new experience. A new world or life chapter is beckoning you. Every cell in your body is intricately linked, just as every impulse within you is communicating to the whole of creation. If you listen carefully, you can anticipate what is coming, as well as what is truly needed. You hold the key to your dreams in your own hand, and it is your responsibility to turn that key. But remember, you are not here to manifest your dream on your own. Allow others to participate, and take one small step at a time. Pace yourself, ask for help, rest when you need it. Don't overdo or underdo. Do not expect things to turn out exactly as you imagine. Then embrace the thrill of anticipation. And here are some questions for you to deepen your contemplation. Where in life do you tend to feel too full or too empty? Do you tend to go back and forth between the two? Do you fantasize a lot, but have a difficulty making things happen? Are you so driven to manifest your dreams that you burn out? Track your thoughts in your journal today. How much time did you spend obsessing over the future, or rehashing the past? Share a dream with someone you trust. Let them in. Let them influence the shape and direction of your dream. Much love and happy contemplating.